Hey everyone, and welcome back to another tutorial from MyPico. Today we're going to be talking about how to upgrade the firmware for your Lite Reader's decoder. Now this is only going to be applicable if you have a dual DSP decoder. So that's probably going to be for any of you who have a Lite Reader that has AB000251 and above. If you don't have that, you're probably going to have one of the older style decoders, and you'll need to upgrade that before we proceed with this process. Okay. Now to get started, you're going to need to make sure that you have some things on hand. You're going to need to make sure that you've got a USB AB cable, and that's what this is right here. It's basically a standard printer cable. So if you don't have that already, you can just pretty much pick that up from any store, and just make sure you have that on hand. All right, so once you've done that, you need to go ahead and plug that in and turn your reader on. To begin the actual upgrade process, we're going to actually come down in here, and you should have downloaded this software already. We're going to come up here to readerupgrade.exe, and we're going to right click, and we're going to go ahead and make it an adjustment to this program real quick, just so that it works a little better for us. Okay, we're going to come up here into compatibility view, and we're going to select this option that says run this program as administrator, and hit apply and OK. Now I'm using Windows 10 right now. If you're using Windows 7 or Windows 8, you're still going to have those options. It's probably just going to look a little different. Okay, but make sure that you go ahead and select that option, and then you can go ahead, double click, and open up that program. Alright, so the first thing that we need to make sure is that our COM port is set properly. I know that the COM port for me to perform this upgrade is going to be COM 5, but if you need to check that, you can actually go and you can search Windows if you don't know where this is, but you can open up your device manager, and this is what it's going to look like. And you're going to come down here to where it says ports, and you'll look for the one that says something like Silicon Labs CP2 and CP210X USB to UART bridge, and I can see that that says COM 5. Okay, so make sure that you're using the right one, or this will not work. Okay, so I've got that in there, and I'm going to come down here. I'm going to select these three little dots next to File, and I'm going to select my file. Now the one that I'm selecting here is this 1.5. 1.4 is an older version, so I don't need that right now, but it may be needed on some other ones. So if you try this and it doesn't work with version 1.5, you can try version 1.4 and then try upgrading to 1.5 later. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how to do it with this one. Okay, so I'm going to select that, click open. I can see that it's been loaded in there, and then I'm going to come here and I'm going to click upgrade. Now once I do this and it detects it, you can hear in the background that it's actually that buzzer has gone off. Okay, now sometimes this process, okay, that's a perfect example right there. Sometimes this process will not always work, okay, and it will give you this little message that says readerupgrade.exe has stopped working. That's okay. Click close the program. I'm going to turn off the reader, turn it back on, and I'm just going to try it again. Just wait for it to start back up. COM 5, same process. Okay. Open. Now this does take some time once it actually does go through. Okay, so we can see that it's actually looks like it's going to be successful this time, and it says sending file progress. This is going to take a little bit of time for it to actually go through the whole process, so you might want to plug in your earphones or something like that, so that you don't have to sit there and listen to this entire time. It may be like a minute or two of listening to this buzzer. Okay, so even though it says restart, the reader could not be restarted, restart the reader manually, we don't need to really worry about that. It's basically, we can tell down here where it says done, that it has succeeded. Okay, So I'm going to go ahead and click X on this. It's not going to necessarily close right away. I don't know what it is about this program, but I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to close it manually. Okay, that's fine. All right, so that's pretty much the process for this. So if you have any questions, go ahead and give us a call, and thanks for watching.